Hi guys, Andrew here. So it's been a good bit since my last video, but anyways, today we're gonna talk about how Army ROTC kind of coincides with college life. So there's this stigma going around that you basically can't have a college life with Army ROTC or ROTC in general, and I kind of disagree with that. So I am a political science major. I've been Army ROTC for about 3.5 years. If you know, I was in Navy ROTC my freshman of my fall semester, and I got offered a Army scholarship with the Army ROTC program at my school. So there's in my experience, I've been in ROTC for about 4 years, and I can kind of say that you can have a regular college life with Army ROTC. So I'm gonna basically go over like what you do in Army ROTC while in college and how it kind of affects your college life, and then I'm gonna talk about like the training and then whatnot. So uh, first off, when you join Army ROTC or when you're trying to join Army ROTC, what you're trying to do is get contracted, and what contracted is basically getting your money, getting that bread. So when you're getting contracted, you're trying to get that scholarship. You could be in the program without getting contracted up to your MS3 year, which is your junior year. But every school varies. But there's a few ways you can get into Army ROTC uh, that doesn't have to be straight through ROTC. So I myself am a straight up cadet, which means I'm competing for active duty. I don't go to any drill. I don't have a unit. I don't go to I'm not a National Guard or Reserve. I'm just a straight up cadet competing for active duty. So my scholarship, they give me $5,000 a semester, $420 a month as a stipend, and a $600 semester book stipend. For books. So that's my scholarship. Everyone's different. So other ways you can get into Army ROTC, like the National Guard Reserve, where you go to basic training, you go to AIT, then you get your unit. So you go to drill, you get that drill pay, and at the same time you get tuition exemption. And you can also be in Army ROTC while you're in school. And then the last one is a green to gold cadet. So a green to gold is basically a person who's enlisted in the active duty, and they get approved to go to college and to ROTC to become an officer. And their pay is different. I think they get active duty pay. So again, I myself am a straight up cadet. I've been basically getting this contract for about 4 years. Every contract is different. It varies from school to school, but yeah, that's how my contract goes. So now we're gonna talk about like how it works. So once you get contracted, what to get contracted, you have to do a PT test. You have to basically fulfill this requirement of like medical. You have to get checked, making sure there's nothing wrong with you. You have to pass the physical aspect, and then you just sign your contract, and you fully commit. So once you fully commit into the program, now you're contracted, right? So how it works in colleges, you have an MS level class. So as a freshman, you're in MS level 1, and you have two classes. Your whole time in college, you have your military science class, and you have your military science lab. So in your military science class, depending on what grade you're in, you're pretty much learning whatever you're learning in that class. So as an MS1 and 2, you're learning the basics. Of course, you're learning like drill, garrison, like the very basics of what we do in the Army. And then you move on every MS level class, and in your MS level 3 class, you're learning more of tactics and actually being a leader and field training and whatnot. And then you're learning which I'm in. You're learning basically publications, memos, whatnot, like stuff like paperwork in the Army. So again, there's a stigma going around that you can't have life in the Army ROTC in college while in Army ROTC, and that's I could kind of prove that wrong. So how it works is that you do training, of course, and then you also do PT. So a PT is physical training, which is like running and whatnot. So we do PT in the morning 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do my MS level class, which is like Thursdays and Fridays, and then that's it. And I have some training in the weekend, maybe if like we do like rifle or we do land nav, yeah, sometimes you have training on the weekend, but really that's it. So as long as you can time manage your time in ROTC with your time in school, you could definitely make it work. So a lot of my friends are like in fraternities, their leaderships in their school clubs, or they go out. So I myself, I go home to my friends and family because I live my actual home is about an hour away, and I go to home to my family and friends like every weekend, and it's totally doable as long as you could time manage it. You could totally make it work. So again, you do your training, you do your PT, and this is where you kind of lose some time is CST. So what CST is cadet summer training, and it is what it sounds like. You basically do summer training. You don't really have a summer sometimes because you have to do this training. So how it works is, depending on your MS level class, you get certain offers for certain trainings. Sometimes you have to go to it, like basic camp. So what basic camp is basic training shortened. It's only like a month, but yeah, it's basic training but shortened, and it teaches these MS 1s and 2s the basics of the Army. So like if you're a freshman, pretty much you're going to basic camp this summer. So after basic camp, your MS2, if you already went to basic camp your MS1 year, MS2 they give you offers. So if you have a good PT score, sometimes you get lucky. You get to go to Air Assault or Airborne, or sometimes you get to go to like any other like crazy school. But yeah, you get lucky like me, and you get Op 4 camp. So what Op 4 camp is where you're Op 4, the enemy, for advanced camp. Okay, so what is advanced camp? So your junior year, when you're starting to really do, leadership, when you're starting to really be in leadership, and you start doing leadership in the field, you go to this thing called advanced camp. And what advanced camp is they're testing you in all those years of ROTC that you learned, and now you gotta execute it. You're getting tested. You're against all your peers, but at the same time you have to work with them. But yeah, so in your junior year, you're in advanced camp, and you're trying to basically stand out from your peers, and that's after advanced camp. When you're done with that, you're pretty much finished. So what I mean by that is now you're just waiting to graduate, and you're waiting to commission. So once you graduate and you commission, you go to something called BOLIC. And what BOLIC is basic offered leadership course, and it's basically what job you get in the Army. You're trained for that job, and then after that you go to your actual unit where you do that job. So basically that's what you do in Army ROTC. There's not much to it other than all that training, but again, if you can make it work with your school life, you could definitely have a life outside and inside college. As long as you could time manage it, you can definitely make it work. So again, like I myself, I'm very proud. I finally finished. I'm just waiting to graduate at this point. But at the end of the day, TC to actually be the best leaders we could be, because that's our responsibility. Our responsibility in ROTC is to learn and become the best leader that we can actually be. So no one put a gun to our heads and made us do this. This is all volunteer. You took the money, you took the scholarship. This is what you sign up for. Again, if you have any questions, just put in the comments below. So this is my take on how college life and ROTC kind of coincide. If you have anything, just let me know. All right, see you guys.